What if the car you're driving right now is quietly making your arthritis worse every single time you grip that steering wheel? Because stiff, heavy steering, hard-to-reach controls, and tight door handles aren't just annoying. For someone with arthritis in their hands, they're a daily source of real pain. But certain cars have solved this almost completely, and today we're naming them one by one. If you wake up in the morning and your hands feel stiff before you've even touched a steering wheel, you already know what this video is about. Arthritis in the hands affects tens of millions of Americans over 50, and most of them are still driving cars that were designed with zero consideration for grip strength, finger flexibility, or joint pain. That ends today. We're going through the best cars specifically for seniors with arthritis in their hands. We're talking light power steering, large, easy-to-use controls, effortless door handles, push-button ignitions, and interiors that don't fight you every time you reach for something. Real cars, real features. Let's get into it. Best car number 1, Honda CR-V. Picture a Tuesday morning. You walk out to your car, it's 40 degrees outside, and your hands are already stiff before you've even grabbed the door handle. You grip the handle, and it's one of those small, recessed pulls that requires you to curl your fingers tight just to get leverage. Your knuckles protest immediately. This is the daily reality for drivers with arthritis, and door handle design is one of the first places it shows up. Most people never think about door handles when shopping for a car. They look at color, cargo space, maybe fuel economy and miles per gallon. But for arthritic hands, a poorly designed handle can set the tone for the entire drive. Here's what most car owners don't realize. The Honda CR-V uses a wide, D-shaped exterior door handle that allows you to hook your palm or even your forearm through the grip rather than pinching with your fingertips. It requires dramatically less finger strength to open than the thin bar-style handles found on most compact sedans. Once you're inside, the interior door release is equally generous, a broad, easy-to-pull lever rather than a recessed button. But here's where it gets better for arthritic hands. The CR-V's power steering is tuned to be exceptionally light at low speeds, exactly when steering effort matters most, in parking lots and tight turns. You're not wrestling the wheel, you're guiding it, and the steering wheel itself is wrapped in a slightly thicker grip than average, which distributes pressure more evenly across the palm rather than concentrating it in your fingertips. Add a push-button start, standard on many CR-V trims, so you're never twisting a key, and a gear selector that moves with minimal force, and you have a vehicle that treats arthritic hands with genuine respect. The CR-V starts at a price accessible to most buyers, and its reliability record means you won't be making stressful repair trips either. Best car number 2, Subaru Outback. Let's talk about one of the most overlooked stressors for drivers with hand arthritis, and that's reach. Not the reach to the steering wheel, the reach to everything else. Imagine you're driving, and the climate control is set too cold. On many vehicles, adjusting that means reaching across to a touchscreen, tapping through a menu, and making fine adjustments with your fingertip on a glass surface. For healthy hands, that's mildly annoying. For arthritic hands, that's a small but real source of pain, especially when it's cold outside and your joints are already inflamed. The Subaru Outback takes a different approach. While it does include a large touchscreen, Subaru has deliberately kept physical knobs and buttons for the most frequently used functions, including the climate system. Large, easy-to-grip rotary knobs that you can turn with your whole hand, not just your fingers. That distinction matters enormously when your hand strength is reduced and fine motor control is limited. But here's where it gets genuinely impressive. The Subaru Outback sits at that ideal seat height of roughly 17 to 18 inches from the ground, high enough that you sit down into it like a chair, not a low sports seat where you have to lower yourself and then push yourself back up with your hands and arms. For someone with arthritis, that difference in getting in and out is not subtle. It's significant. The Outback also offers available heated steering wheel, and this is something every arthritic driver should prioritize. Heat applied directly to the hands through the steering wheel increases blood flow, reduces joint stiffness, and genuinely decreases pain perception during the drive. Occupational therapists who work with arthritic patients regularly recommend heated steering wheels as one of the most practical driving aids available. Standard EyeSight driver assistance on most Outback trims means less physical input required from your hands overall. Less constant steering correction on the highway, less braking effort in stop-and-go traffic. Every bit of reduced hand workload adds up to a less painful driving experience. Best car number 3, Toyota Camry. Here's a scenario that plays out every day for drivers with hand arthritis. You're parallel parking, and you need to turn the steering wheel to full lock, all the way to one side. On a vehicle with heavier steering, that requires real grip strength and sustained wrist rotation. If your hands are already stiff or swollen, that maneuver is not just uncomfortable. It can be genuinely painful. Most car owners don't realize that steering effort varies enormously between vehicles, even among similarly sized sedans. It's not just about power steering being present, it's about how the system is calibrated. And the Toyota Camry has one of the most consistently praised light-effort steering systems in its class. The Camry uses electric power steering that is specifically tuned to require minimal hand effort at low speeds while maintaining confident feel at highway speeds. Drivers with reduced grip strength report that city driving in the Camry feels almost effortless by comparison to other midsize sedans. You're not fighting the car, you're telling it where to go. But here's what makes the Camry particularly smart for arthritic drivers. The gear selector on the Camry uses a simple, upright shifter with smooth, low-resistance movement between drive, neutral, and reverse. Some competitors have moved to rotary dial shifters or push-button arrangements that require precise finger positioning, exactly the kind of fine motor demand that arthritic hands struggle with. The Camry's traditional shifter works with your palm, not just your fingertips. Add available heated front seats and an available heated steering wheel, a large push-button ignition, and steering wheel-mounted controls for audio and cruise control so your hands rarely leave the wheel. And the Camry builds a genuinely compelling case for arthritic drivers who want reliability and comfort together. Toyota's legendary dependability means this is a car that won't add unexpected repair stress on top of everything else. Best car number 4, Kia Telluride. Let's talk about something nobody brings up in car reviews, but every arthritic driver has experienced: lifting things. Specifically, lifting yourself. Getting into a taller SUV traditionally meant grabbing a handle above the door frame and pulling yourself up with your arms. For healthy joints, that's a minor inconvenience. For arthritic hands and wrists, gripping a thin handle and bearing body weight through inflamed finger joints is not a minor inconvenience at all. It's a daily source of pain that makes some drivers completely avoid larger vehicles. But here's where it gets interesting. The Kia Telluride solves this in a way that almost no reviewer ever mentions. Its step-in height and available running boards are positioned so that the natural motion of entering the vehicle is more of a pivot and sit than a climb and pull. The grab handle inside is also notably wider and better positioned than average, allowing you to use your forearm or the heel of your palm rather than a finger grip. This is where it becomes a game changer. The Telluride's interior is one of the most spacious in its class, which means once you're inside, you're not confined. You're not reaching awkwardly across a narrow cabin. Controls are close, logically positioned, and include real physical buttons and knobs alongside the touchscreen. Kia specifically designed the Telluride so that the most common functions can be reached and operated without requiring precise fingertip accuracy. The steering is light and well-assisted. The available power tailgate means you never have to pull a heavy cargo door closed by hand. And available power-adjustable pedals mean shorter drivers can optimize their position without straining to reach, which reduces the need to grip the wheel tightly for postural support. If you're finding this helpful, go ahead and subscribe right now. We put out content like this every week, built specifically for drivers over 50, and it's completely free. The Telluride also comes with a generous suite of driver assistance features, including blind spot monitoring, rear cross traffic alert, and lane keeping assist, all of which reduce the physical demands on your hands during everyday driving. Less corrective steering, less emergency braking effort, less overall strain. Best car number 5, Lexus ES. We're escalating now, because this is where the engineering gets serious. Imagine a car where the steering wheel adjusts toward you electrically, so you never have to reach forward and awkwardly crank a manual tilt lever that requires grip strength and leverage to release. Imagine climate controls that respond to a gentle touch on a large surface, rather than requiring you to pinch a small knob or press a tiny button. Imagine seat adjustments that move with the press of a broad, easy-to-find button rather than a stiff manual lever under the seat. That car is the Lexus ES, and for drivers with hand arthritis, it may be the most thoughtfully engineered mainstream luxury vehicle available today. The ES uses an electric power steering system that is among the lightest and most precise in the mid-size luxury sedan segment. Lexus engineers tune their steering to require genuinely minimal effort at parking speeds, which is exactly where arthritic flare-ups from grip strain most commonly occur. The steering wheel itself is available in a heated configuration, and the wheel's diameter and grip circumference are sized to allow a relaxed, open palm hold rather than a tight finger wrap. But here's what most car owners don't realize about the Lexus ES. Its remote touch interface, a cursor control pad on the center console, was actually designed to minimize finger fatigue. Rather than pressing a touchscreen with a rigid fingertip, you move a cursor with a resting hand. It's a controversial design that many reviewers criticize, but for arthritic hands, that light touch, no-pressure interface can actually be more comfortable than a traditional touchscreen. The ES also offers one of the quietest cabins in its class, and that matters here because noise fatigue contributes to grip tightening. Drivers in loud, road noise-heavy cabins unconsciously grip the steering wheel harder as their overall tension increases. A quieter interior means more relaxed hands throughout the drive. Available Mark Levinson audio system controls, memory seats, and a wide-opening door angle make daily use genuinely easier. This is a vehicle designed around the idea that every physical interaction should require minimal effort. For arthritic hands, that philosophy translates directly into less pain. Best car number 6, Genesis G5 80. Here's the truth that the automotive industry rarely admits. Most cars are designed by people in their 30s, tested by people in their 30s, and reviewed by people in their 30s. The specific needs of a 65-year-old driver with arthritis are almost never the primary design consideration. Genesis is one of the exceptions, and the GV80 is their masterclass in accessible luxury. Let's start with the doors. The GV80 has available power-operated doors. You press a button on the dash, and the door swings open or pulls shut automatically. No gripping, no pulling, no pushing against wind resistance in a parking lot. For a driver with severe arthritis in both hands, this is not a luxury feature. This is a mobility solution. Inside, the GV80 uses large, well-spaced physical controls with deliberate surface textures that make them easy to locate by touch. The rotary gear selector requires only a light palm rotation. No finger pinching, no stiff button pressing. The steering wheel adjusts electrically, and its heated function activates with a single press of a clearly marked button. But here's where it gets genuinely important. The GV80's available highway driving assist system is one of the most capable semi-autonomous driving aids available at this price point. On the highway, it actively steers, accelerates, and brakes within its lane, which means your hands rest lightly on the wheel for guidance, rather than working continuously to maintain lane position. Over a 2-hour highway drive, the reduction in cumulative hand strain is substantial. The suspension is tuned for a smooth, isolated ride, which means less vibration transmitted through the steering column to your hands. Road vibration isn't just uncomfortable for arthritic joints. It's a sustained low-level irritant that compounds existing inflammation over the course of a long drive. The GV80 is a premium vehicle with a premium price. But for drivers whose arthritis is severe enough to be limiting their independence, this car makes a serious case that the investment in the right vehicle is an investment in staying mobile longer. Best car number 7, Hyundai Tucson. And now we arrive at the most important car on this list, because it's the one that proves you don't have to spend luxury money to get genuine arthritis-friendly engineering. Here's the scenario. You've been told by well-meaning people that if you want a comfortable car for your arthritis, you need to spend $50,000 or $60,000 on a luxury vehicle. And for some drivers, that creates a real and painful choice between managing joint pain and managing their budget. The Hyundai Tucson proves that's a false choice. Most car owners don't realize how aggressively Hyundai has invested in ergonomic interior design over the past several years. The current generation Tucson was developed with what Hyundai calls parametric hidden lighting and a simplified control layout. But what matters to arthritic drivers is what that design philosophy produced in practice. The center console uses a row of touch-sensitive buttons for the gear selector that are large, clearly labeled, and require only the lightest finger contact to activate. No gripping, no twisting, no pushing against spring resistance. Climate controls are on a separate panel below, with large, easy-to-distinguish buttons that can be operated with a knuckle, a fingertip, or even a light palm press. But here's where it gets better. The Tucson's power steering is calibrated to be genuinely light in city driving. Hyundai's engineers have prioritized low steering effort specifically at low speeds, and the result is a car where turning into a parking space or navigating a tight neighborhood street requires minimal grip force from the driver. Available heated front seats and an available heated steering wheel are on the options list, not locked behind a $30,000 trim upgrade. The push-button ignition is standard across the lineup. Wireless phone charging means one fewer cable to wrestle with, and the Tucson's wide door opening angle allows you to swing your legs out and stand without contorting. This is where it becomes the most powerful car on this list. Not because it's the most luxurious, but because it delivers genuine arthritis-friendly features at a price that doesn't force a painful compromise. It proves that thoughtful design doesn't require a premium price tag. The bottom line. Let's wrap this up with what actually matters. Arthritis in your hands does not have to end your driving independence, but the wrong car will quietly accelerate the problem. Stiff steering that strains your joints on every turn, tiny controls that demand precise finger strength you may no longer have, door handles that require a tight pinch grip just to open, and vibrating cabins that irritate inflamed joints for every mile of every drive. The right car does the opposite. It meets you where you are. Light, well-tuned power steering, wide, palm-friendly door handles, physical controls you can operate without precise fingertip accuracy, heated steering wheels that bring real relief to stiff joints, and driver assistance technology that reduces how much physical input your hands have to provide every single mile. Whether your budget points you toward the Hyundai Tucson or the Genesis GV80, there is a car on this list that was built, maybe not intentionally, but effectively, for your hands. Your independence behind the wheel is worth protecting, and it starts with choosing the right car. Now I want to hear from you. Leave a comment below and tell me, which feature matters most to you right now? The light steering, the heated wheel, or the easy controls? Your answer might shape our next video. And if this helped you today, please subscribe. We're here every week with content built specifically for drivers over 50. Real information, no fluff, just what actually matters. We'll see you in the next one.